Forward song info. Miles Davis Quintet. Gingerbread Boy. Watching from 25:16 to 30:38. Live in Karlsruhe, West Germany. 67. Okay. That's pretty cool, dude. Miles Davis Quintet. That's one more than a quartet. Okay, so you said from 25:16. To 30:38. All right, I mean, pretty much the end of the whole thing. So got this video up, dude. Looks like I'm gonna be watching a video. Let's make sure y'all can see. Yep, there it goes. Awesome. Time to get back to the OG of cool jazz. Says Fords, Miles in the mid-60s. Miles Davis on trumpet, Wayne Shorter on saxophone, Ron Carter on bass, and Herbie Hancock on piano. Shout out to Herbie Hancock. Tony Williams on drums. Thank you, Fords, for providing us the info. Awesome. All right, well, real quick, guys. Just gonna take a drink before we get on into this one. Of some water. All right. Well, we really haven't checked out much Miles Davis at all. All I know is that he's a famous trumpeter. But we really haven't listened to anything. Okay, so let's just get on into it, dude. Also, happy Black History Month, right? Gosh, keep forgetting to mention. Yeah, happy Black History Month, dude. Rest in peace to Carl Weathers. Passed away just a couple days ago, dude, on the 1st. Dude, feels real bad. But yeah, let's jump on into Miles Davis Quintet concert in Karlsruhe. Oh my God, dude. Wow. Okay, so much just happened. The drummer is, dude, who's the drummer? Was it Herbie? No. Tony Williams, dude. Shout out to Tony Williams. Tony Williams and Miles Davis just going crazy. What the heck? I barely had time to realize what was happening. Gorgeous stuff, dude. Like, it, it, just works, right? But it's so chaotic. Let's see where this goes, dude. Who's up next? Who do we got? Wayne Shorter on sax. Let's see what you got, dude. What? And now it's just a chill? What? Did we make it to our destination, dude? Was that first part was akin to us rushing through traffic and having to just go 60 and a 30, dude. That's as if the director told him, the next band is coming up, dude. You're running out of time. Double speed your next song, dude. Play it at double speed. It is so chaotic. I love it though. For some reason I love it so much. And now we're just chill, dude. We're hanging out, we're smoking, we're drinking, we're chilling in the club, dude. Let's see where we go. Wow. Yeah, everybody is just so fast. It's beautiful. And yeah, the bass, gosh, insane. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. You guys didn't get to see it. Hold on. Let me shift my camera a little bit. Dude, uh who's on drums right now? It's Tony Williams. Look at Tony Williams in this last little bit. On drums. Going crazy on that hi-hat, dude. This was wild. Expert class, tight musicianship on every single one of these gentlemen's parts, dude. Holy wow. Expert class level syncopation, polyrhythm, dude. Just being able to catch on to the rhythm. You know, like we're changing up speeds at different times, and I can't even believe a lot of this was practiced, dude, written down. This is a piece that they played. This isn't just improvised at all, dude. I don't know if some of it was, but seems like they had it all memorized, dude, which is just, dude, how do you memorize something this fast, this chaotic? And then, dude, so inspiring. So inspiring, dude. Do not forget to hydrate. Right. I think I'm well hydrated right now. Best musicians play jazz. I agree. My uncle plays trumpet in a big band. Not my style, but super cool. Dude, like sometimes it just sounds so chaotic, like so crazy, as if animals are dying. We're plummeting down the street, wrecking cars as we go 60 and a 30, dude. It's a wild experience, but there are also moments where it all just harmonizes so well, and you're like, oh, this is a cohesive piece, dude. Dude, that trumpet, dude, Miles Davis on trumpet is wild. The thing about jazz is like, I think it's an acquired taste. When I was young, I could not get into this, but now I'm just like, the skill it takes to create this, dude. It's embracing the chaos. I just want to read more like analyses, think pieces on jazz, dude. The more you listen to it, the less it sounds so car crashy. For sure, for sure. This is just wild because this was probably the fastest jazz I've ever listened to. And somebody mentioned these musicians would go on to create some of the coolest jazz, prog rock, jazz fusion stuff. Miles was directly, indirectly responsible for so many fusion jazz bands by having all these young guys play with him. Makes sense, dude. He was influencing the younger crew. Yet, just look at uh, how young Herbie is in this, dude. Well, what did you guys think? This was a lot of fun. I like it. I like me some car crash jazz, dude. That's what I'm calling it, dude. The reason John Bonham was so good is because he studied jazz drummers. Makes sense. Uh, this was more of the free jazz avant-garde style. Dude, I like it. I like this. It's crazy. It's different. This was in 67 too, dude. So ahead of its time. So ahead of its time. I love jazz so much.
Yo, going over to twitch.tv/JohnSlopReacts and leave a follow if you want to catch all these live streams where we record all these reactions, dude. And going over to patreon.com/JohnSlop to submit your favorite songs for me to listen to. And you can help support the channel as well. Appreciate ya.